Let's talk about the simple way to make more advanced melodies using a very simple method. Today, we are going to be using just a regular old grand piano direct wave in FL Studio. If you see here, that's all this really is. I'll pull it up there. It's just a direct wave piano, and it sounds like this. Today we're also going to be in the key of C minor. Now, normally you could use the scale highlighting if you don't know the key. Personally, I do know the key, but I will go ahead and lay out the notes that we're going to be using that's in the key of C minor. The first note is C, of course. Then go D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, and of course the last but also first, C. These are all the notes in this scale of C minor. So what we're going to do is first, our tempo here is 150, and we're just going to lay down four notes, and I'm just going to go down. So we'll C, we'll go B flat, A flat, and back to B. We'll go ahead and quantize these by hitting Control Q. I'm sorry, no, Alt Q, and it quantizes those right on beat. And what's going to make the simple way to think about this is to build a triad, a simple triad, and then just use the third and the fifth. So when we say a triad, there's just three notes. So in the key of C minor, these three is a triad. This three is the C minor triad: C, E flat, and G. So we're not going to use the E flat in this progression here. Now this is just to start out, but you'll see as we go on, we'll use more notes within the scale and within that specific chord. So what I want to do here is I'm just going to take all these, highlight them, hit shift, and I'll go up to the fifth. And what happens is it also does the fifth to the rest of the notes or the chords. So as you can see, C, G, F flat, B flat, F, A flat, E flat, and B flat, F again. And the chords here is C minor, B flat major, A flat major, and B flat major again. Then we're going to highlight these one more time, shift, and then Control up, and it's going to take it up an octave. And now we have these simple chords here. It sounds like this. Right, that's going to be the base of our melody here. Now what I want to do is, just to give it some sort of a melody to it, is I'm going to just adjust the length or the start time of some of these notes. So I'll zoom in a little bit here, and for this one I'm just going to bring it all the way back to here, bring this one back to about here, and let's kind of do it opposite here. We'll go like this, then we'll go like this. And then we'll repeat what we did in the first one by going here and by going here. And then we'll do like we did in the second one by going here and by going here. And now what we get is and now that we have that, just a simple basis to our melody, let's go ahead and add some notes above and below in the first chord here, just to kind of give it some more movement. So I'm going to go down with it. I'll go here, and let's see, we'll go F and then E flat. See what we get. Let's go back some more. And go. And what I'm doing is I'm just adding notes on top or even on bottom. You'll see me add some within the chord itself, but I'm just adding these by listening to or having the melody in my head, and by using notes that are within the progression and also within the chord itself. So the E flat is in the chord and the F is also in the progression. So we just go. Let's see. Kind of take these and bring them all in some. Let's make these all touch like this. And I'll do the same thing here, but I'll add maybe, Let's go. We'll listen to it. I want to put this one up a little higher. And we'll take this same, I'll just copy this exact same progression here. I'll move it over, but then I'll bring it into, I'll adjust the notes into this chord here, which is A flat major. So. Well, I'll just keep those the same. And since this is the same exact chord here on the end, I'll just throw this one also on the end here. And that is more so a basic or simple melody here as well. And I'm going to take this one and bring it down to this B flat because the beginning of the chord progression is a C minor. And so I want to go one step below the C. When it comes back in, you'll hear what it sounds like here. All right. And now I'm going to add some here in the bottom area. I'll do some cutting here to give it a different feel here. So let's cut right here. And let's cut right here. And I'm cutting a little bit off the beat because these two are going to hit at the same time or around the same time. And that's okay to have some notes hit at the same time. It's almost like it's a chord, and it really is. So you would think of this as a B or a C minor 7 chord because C minor has the C, the E flat, the G, but it also has a B flat, the 7th to that chord. And so these are going to play as if they're the 7th. And we'll go here and we'll cut right here in the middle of this one. And as you can see, I'm not adding anything else to it. I'm just simply making cuts within the chord itself. I'll do the same thing here. And let's cut here once again. And just to kind of be extra, I'll add some more notes down here in the bottom portion. So that sounds good. And maybe add one here. And it's really about just hearing it in your head, kind of. And it all just kind of comes together, right? Now, what I want to do is I'm going to hit Alt-R to randomize the velocities down here to kind of make them sound a little bit more realistic. Then I'm also going to hit Alt-S so I can strum them and also make them sound a little bit more realistic. And this is what we get. And as you can see, this is real basic, real simple, and it sounds more complex, but it's really not that complex. So now to even go further with the realistic sound, I would like to add more notes, just real tiny notes that make it sound like I mistakenly hit something. I can't think off the top of my head what it's called right now, but it is a thing. It's an actual name for it, but once you hear these play, you'll hear what I mean. It sounds like these notes were being hit around the same time, but by mistake. Maybe even put one here. what I'll do is I'll cut this one right here just in the front of it, and these kind of give it another realistic feel to it, right? Maybe not there. Let's go here. Cut that one up a little bit. See, what I'll do is I'll put it right here. And to go even further with it, and this is optional as well, I'm going to Control A and I'm going to Control B, copy it over here, and we're going to take all of these, highlight all these lower notes, and we're going to shift and bring them down an octave. Control. I think we should bring the entire thing down. Yeah, that sounds good. And let's play with some of these notes at the top here. So just kind of give it a top melody. Yeah. Like that. We'll go don't know. Easy top melody. Now to play it all together, we have we'll go again with the same thing here, but we'll bring it up to here. And that is a simple melody. You can do it. You can go even further with the editing and the processing by throwing a little bit more reverb or some delay on it, or whatever you like to do with it. But that is basically the basis of just making a melody. I say, or making a more advanced style melody. I say start with the basics and just build it out from there. Hopefully you found this helpful, and I will see you guys in the next video.